These wheels are $4,000. So these wheels are not cheap, so protect your investment. What's up, Chemical Guys family? Today we are going to be covering how to ceramic coat your brand new wheels. Now these wheels are not cheap, they're very expensive, and our good friend brought them over so we could show you guys how to properly ceramic coat your wheels fast and easy using HydroSpin. But before we get into the ceramic coating part, there's going to be some certain things you need to do before you start ceramic coating, and that's 1, going to be washing them, 2, clay barring them, 3, using an IPA such as wipeout to remove any residue, coatings, or anything that might be sitting on the face of the wheel. Then finally, once the barrel and the wheel is completely bare, that's when you can move on to apply a ceramic coating. So like this, your ceramic coating lasts longer and it doesn't fail over time. We want something that's going to be durable and it's going to have a longevity, so that's why we're going to be going with HydroSpin. And another thing, another key feature and a benefit about it, it's fast and easy, and you could also use it as a maintenance quick detail spray once it's already ceramic coating. Anyways guys, I'm going to put this wheel down before it rolls off, and like that we'll get right into this detail on these brand new used wheels for our good friend Nick. Alright, so now that I laid the wheel down, as you guys can also see, one of pro tips that I like to do, or you guys could also be doing at home, is always put microfiber towels at the bottom of your wheel, so like this you could prevent curb rash or any type of damage to your wheel, especially if the wheels are brand new to you. Now these wheels are expensive and they need the proper care and proper maintenance. You guys have already seen this car on our YouTube channel. It is actually the RS6, the purple one. And now he finally got wheels. But the very first step we will be doing is going to be wiping them down using wipeout. Now I first want to start off by using wipeout on these wheels is just because I want to remove any existing protection that might be sitting on the face of the wheel as well as the barrel, because I'll be ceramic coating the spokes, the barrel, the nooks and crannies using HydroSpin, but I want to prevent from the ceramic coating failing over time, so that's why I'm going to take this step. And all I need to do is just pair it up using a clean, soft microfiber towels. Now, one thing I did do is grab brand new towels. The reason being is having brand new towels when applying a ceramic coating is going to be much more easier and it's going to be much more convenient, because if you start cross contamination from waxes, glazes, sealants in your towels, these are exterior towels, you don't want to be applying that back onto your wheel. You want to have a bare towel and a cleaner that's going to remove existing protectant. Now, there's 2 different ways you could use it. One, you can spray directly onto the surface, or you can spray directly onto a towel. What I will be doing is spraying it directly onto the towel. The reason being is this thing has many different types of spokes, and I actually want to prevent from wipeout getting in nooks and crannies where I might not see, so I want to actually have it in a very controlled area just so I can make sure I remove any existing 1, dust, 2, coatings, or 3, protectants. Like this, the wheel is completely bare, and if the wheel does have a little bit of light dust, that's perfectly fine. Wipeout has enough lubrication in it that's going to allow you to, 1, remove the dust and debris without scratching nor harming the finish of this wheel. Now this is how to ceramic coat a wheel finish. Obviously you guys have seen on our YouTube channel many different types of times how to ceramic coat paint, but we never really cover wheels, and today I thought it would be a great idea for us to show you guys to protect your wheels, especially with the winter right around the corner. By protecting your wheels from the salt, you East Coasters is going to allow the salt to just sit on the face of the wheel and not embed itself and over time cause rust or failure. Now, I grabbed all the spokes. I will go back over and get the lip just to ensure I am removing any existing coatings. Get a little bit more wipeout onto my towel. I'm wearing gloves just because I don't want to leave any fingerprints left behind, especially whenever you're ceramic coating a car, a wheel. You look much more professional using gloves. So like this, if you are a detailer at home, make sure to wear gloves whenever you're applying a ceramic coating. Even though you don't need to, you just look better, especially in the business point of view. Now that I got the whole entire face, one thing we will be doing is going to be lifting up the wheel. I will be walking around with my product. So now that I have the wheel upright, now it's just time to get into the barrel of the wheel as well as the back of the spokes. A lot of people don't doesn't see this, but protect it even though you're not going to see it. If it's a show car, an expensive car, expensive wheels, protect your investment the right way. So wipe out onto the towel, and we'll be taking the same procedure on the barrel of this wheel. And like I mentioned, if they are lightly dusty, wipeout has enough lubrication in it that's going to allow you to remove it without harming the finish of the wheel or paint. I will respray my towel one last time just to get the back of these spokes. And now that everything has been cleaned, I will lay down the wheel again, and then we're going to get into the next step, which is going to be clean the surface of the wheel just to remove any contaminations. Now, the only reason why I will be taking this step on these wheels is because these wheels are new/used. So they already have some wear and tear in them. So I'm going to take that extra care. Now, if you have new wheels straight out of the box, you will be skipping this step and you'll be going straight into HydroSpin. All right, so now the next step on this wheel coating is going to be claying the wheel. Now, I'm going to go with the least aggressive method, which is going to be the light duty clay bar and our clay luber. Now, I need to pair my clay bar with my clay luber just to enhance lubrication on the surface, and I could prevent marring or any type of scratches on this wheel. So all you need to do whenever you're clay barring is remove the clay bar from the packaging, peel off the plastic, put it off to the side, same thing as the back. Now, one thing you do not want to do is use the whole entire clay bar. What you want to do is just rip off a small portion. After you rip off a small portion, you put this clay bar on top of your sprayer nozzle. Just as long as it doesn't touch the floor, you're perfectly fine to go. I like to put the plastic pieces back on. Just like this, I ensure there's no contamination getting back onto my clay bar. And then I'll put it back in its little box and I'll store it away. Next up, inspect the clay bar because there's a plastic piece on it. We don't need that. I'm going to mold it into a little ball. And as you guys can see, or hear, it sounds like gum. That is because it is very sticky and it's also very elastic. But as soon as you spray clay luber on the surface or the clay bar, it's going to loosen up and it won't be as sticky. So like this, it's still going to have enough lubrication and stickiness on it for it to pull off any contamination that's sitting on the surface of the wheel. And one pro tip for you guys, even though I have towels underneath and the middle towel basically gets not used, if you think about it, when you're dealing with wheels that you're ceramic coating, all the lubricant that's falling down is going to land on your towel. And like this, you could prevent staining on you could prevent stainings or messes on the tables by having a towel. So work smarter, not harder. And I'm just going to be going back and forth, side to side. And you guys can see, even though the wheel looks clean, there's a lot of contamination sitting on it. Now you want to remove all of that before you ceramic coat it. So like this, you ensure there's no type of contamination sitting on the face of the wheel. So all I'm going to do now is just spray the backside and then go back to the surface and continue claying. I almost dropped it, but I did not drop it. So just go side to side. Make sure you remove all contamination. Spray a little bit more. And now I will just be doing this process around the whole entire wheel until it's smooth as glass. Then I'll come back to you guys and show you guys the next step on this wheel coating, which is going to be applying HydroSpin. And obviously, whenever you're done claying a section, re-knead your clay bar and continue throughout the whole entire wheel. All right, guys, so we just finished clay barring the surface of this vehicle. The barrel's clayed, the face is clayed, the spokes is clayed. Anywhere around the wheel is clayed. Just the only thing I'm not touching at all right now is going to be inside here where the tire goes. I know it's still filthy. I know you guys are going to call that out on me, but just simply wipe down the surface using a quick detail spray. That surface is not going to be clean, and obviously whenever you take it to the tire shop, they put that soap and they put the tire, so it's basically going to go to waste. Protect your investment where the sun and elements are going to be coming in contact with it, such as the face, the barrel, the spokes, so like this you stay protected for a longer period of time. Next step is going to be using wipeout once again, just to re-wipe the surface and remove any residue from the clay luber or clay bar, just so you can ensure that the surface is fully clean. So spray and just gently wipe. Now I am doing this step twice just so I could have peace in mind knowing that I went ahead and used wipeout on the surface of this wheel to remove any existing coatings or waxes or sealants that this wheel might have. Because this wheel is not brand new out of the box. This wheel came from our good friend. They're new/used, so we need to ensure we remove everything. And also, one last thing I want to touch on is off camera. I did touch up the barrel, so I'm not going to be propping up the wheel again because I already did that off camera. Next up is going to be ceramic coating the surface of the wheel using HydroSpin. Now, HydroSpin is fairly simple and easy to use. All you need to do is spray it onto an applicator. But before that, I do need a towel, so I got a towel. I'll put this towel off to the side because this towel has wipeout on it. I do not want to cross-contaminate. So get your microfiber applicator, rip off the tag, get your HydroSpin, and spray it onto your applicator. I like to give it 4 sprays. Then I will go to the surface of the wheel, and I'm actually going to be taking this at a section at a time. So I'm going to start rubbing it all on top of the spokes. Then I will be moving on to the inner spokes. And last but not least, I'll be doing the barrel. So right now we are working in an enclosed environment. It's fairly, I would say like mid-70s in here right now. So I will let it sit for like a minute or so. Then I will start wiping it off. Now, if you are or do live in a city that's very hot and humid, you would just let this sit on here for like 30 seconds max and then start buffing it off. But in this occasion, we are inside. We have controlled climate in here. So I'm just going to let it sit for 1 to 2 minutes. Then I'll buff it right off. So just rub it on like that, side to side. Get my microfiber towel. But one thing I want to touch bases on is why should you ceramic coat your wheels? What's the benefit? The benefit is, one, wheel cleaning is going to be 10 times easier just because the brake dust is not going to embed itself onto the surface of the wheel. It's simply going to just sit on top, and whenever you start rinsing it, it's just going to fall right off. Second, there's going to be cars out there on the market, like you BMW owners, you guys know, you guys wash your wheels today. In 2 days, your brake dust has kicked up, and now your wheel is coated with nothing but brake dust. So our videographer behind this camera, he's nodding his head. He owns a BMW. He knows that feeling. Same thing as our tech guy. He never washes his car. Whenever he does washes his car, he tells me, Henry, there's like some type of surface rust on the wheel. Why is that happening? And the reason why that it's actually happening is because brake dust over time can actually cause corrosion. It could diminish the finish of your wheel. And over time, you're going to, one, have to take it back to a wheel shop, refinish the wheel. Then like that, you have a bare wheel again and you can ceramic coating. But by ceramic coating your wheel, you're going to protect your investment. And like this, you don't have to be worrying about corrosion. You don't have to be worrying about brake dust. Still clean them up. I'm not saying you're going to ceramic coat them today. You're going to drive it on forever and it's never going to get dirty. It's still going to get dirty. The key thing about HydroSpin is it's not going to embed itself or diminish the look of the wheel. So especially these wheels, we searched them up. They're not cheap. These wheels are $4,000. So these wheels are not cheap. So protect your investment. Now I will walk back around just to get the barrel of this wheel. Put my towel off to the side. Spray my applicator again. And now I will just apply it to the barrel. And in the future, after you ceramic coat your wheels, how should you maintain them? What wheel cleaner should you use? And all you need to use is Diablo Wheel Gel. Diablo Wheel Gel is a pH balance cleaner that's going to clean wheels without removing existing coatings, its pH balance, or sealants, or waxes, whatever might be sitting on your surface of the wheel. So just make sure you get all the nooks and crannies. And like this, you protect your investment, especially if you have $4,900 wheels. Put this applicator off to the side. Come back, buff off the residue. It's not on there. Buff off the residue. Make sure you get everything off from behind the spokes, the nooks and crannies. Anywhere you applied HydroSpin, go back and retouch that area. I'll put this towel off to the side. Now I will lay this wheel down once again. And there you guys have it. That's how fast, simple, and easy it is to ceramic coat a wheel using HydroSpin. If you would like to pick up these products today, you guys already know where to find them, chemicalguys.com or at a local detail garage. As always, I'm Henry, and we'll see you guys next time right here at Chemical Guys.